Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum everyone. Welcome to Biology online class. This is Salma Akhtar Sweety. Today I am going to discussing about blood group and especially the effects of blood group on blood transfusion. Blood grouping can be called blood typing, and a blood group also called a blood type. That is, blood grouping is classification of blood to many types based on the presence or absence of some inherited antigenic substances on the surface of red blood cells. Antigenic substances are those substances that can induce or that can insist our immune system to produce antibodies, and the antibodies will fight against foreign substances or the substances that came to our body from outside our body. And these antigens can be proteins or carbohydrates or glycoproteins or glycolipids depending on the blood group system. ABO blood group is the most important blood system for human blood transfusion, and it can be present in some other animals, for example rodents and apes such as chimpanzees, bonobos and gorillas. Determination of the ABO blood groups depend upon the immunological reaction between antigen and antibody. Antigen and antibody will react together and they will clump together. That is, they will attach to one another, and they will make a formation of a cluster of cells, and this process is called agglutination. Carl Landsteiner discovered the ABO blood group system in 1901. Landsteiner was awarded the 1930 Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine for his work. This is Carl Landsteiner. So, in the ABO blood group system, blood are divided into 4 groups: A, B, AB and O, based on the presence or absence of 2 antigens named antigen A and antigen B. Here you are seeing this is a red blood cell, and there is something outside the surface, and these substances are called antigens. And if the antigen is type A, then the blood type will be A group, and if the antigen present on the surface of the red blood cell is B type, then the blood type will be B group. And if both the A and B antigens are present on the surface, then the blood group will be AB group. And if there is no antigen on the surface of the red blood cell, then the blood group will be called O group. And if there is A antigen on the surface, then anti-B or B type antibody will be present in the plasma of the blood. And if the blood group is B type, then anti-A or A type antibody will be present on the plasma. And if there is both the antigens are present, then there will be no antibodies. And if there is no antigens, then both of the antibody type A and type B will be produced. As there is no antigens, then both our antigens will be foreign or outer particle, and that's why there will be both the antibodies. Another blood group system is Rh blood group system. The Rh blood group system is one of the 35 current human blood group system. It is the most important blood group system after ABO. Rh blood group system consists of 50 defined blood group antigens. Among them, the type B-D antigen is widely prevalent and in the population and considerably more antigenic than the other Rh antigens. And anyone who has this type of antigen, that is antigen type D, is said to Rh positive, and whereas a person who does not have type D antigen is said to be Rh negative. Here you will see it is a red blood cell, and on the surface of the red blood cell this green colored part is named Rh factor or Rh antigen, and if there is Rh antigen outside the surface, then it is called Rh positive, and if there is no antigen, then the blood type will be Rh negative. And any blood can be of Rh positive or Rh negative, and so the AB and O, both for the blood groups will be of another two types, that is AB positive, AB negative, A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, O positive, O negative. This antigen was discovered by Carl Landsteiner also, and he was helped by Alexander Wiener in 1940. And the name Rh was from rhesus macaque, where the antigen was first discovered. Let's know the principles of blood grouping, that is on which principle blood groupings are done. Blood grouping is done on the basis of agglutination. What is agglutination? Agglutination means the collection of separate particles like red blood cells into clumps or masses. That is, here you are seeing some red blood cell. Here is separated red blood cell in this here, but red blood cell can stick together and form a cluster like, and this cluster forming is called agglutination. And if there is a cluster formation, then there will be like a clotting, and it will affect blood flow in our body, and it can also cause many problems. And for this, blood grouping is very important, and we have to know the blood group when blood transfusion is done. When agglutination occurs if an antigen is mixed with its corresponding antibody. That is, for example, agglutination can occur when A antigen is mixed with anti-A or A-type antigen, or B antigen is mixed with anti-B or B-type antibodies. That is, A antigen will clump together to the A antibody. Here you are seeing type A blood, so there is anti-B serum, and if anti-A is mixed with anti-A serum or anti-A antibody, then it will form this cluster. Or type B, then type B will form cluster with the anti-B antibodies. So blood groupings are very important in blood transfusion. What is blood transfusion? Blood transfusion is the process of transferring blood or blood components from one person into the bloodstream of another person. Thus blood components or blood, that is whole blood can be transfused, or only special or separated blood components, for example only plasma, or only red blood cell, only white blood cell, that can be transfused from one person, from that who can be called the donor, because he will donate the blood, and to another person he will receive the blood and call the recipient. During blood transfusion, only compatible blood must be used. Compatible means they will stay together and cause no problem of one another, and the one who gives blood is called the donor, and the one who receives the blood is called recipient. For transfusing the blood, antigen of the donor and the antibody of the recipient are considered, because the antigen and antibody will form a cluster, and if cluster is formed, there will be problem inside the body, and blood flow can be stopped, and this will can may cause death. And so there is the antigen of the donor, antigen from the donor and antibody in the recipient is considered, and there will be antibody in also donor, but they will be not considered, because the antibodies are diluted, that is their concentration is reduced in the recipient blood, and they will not cause any clumping, as the concentration of the antibody in the donor blood will be reduced in the recipient blood. That's why they will not cause any clumping. But if there is antibody in the recipient blood, then the blood from the donor will clot or will form clump, because in the recipient there is higher antibody, and it will react with the antigen of the donor's blood, that is the blood that has received by him. He cannot take the blood, because there is antigen or there is foreign substance that the recipient don't know or don't recognize, and that's why it will react with the donor's blood and form clump or cluster. Thus red blood cell of O group, as red blood cell of O group has no antigen, and so agglutination does not occur with any of the blood group when they are donated. So if a O blood group person give his blood to another, that will not cause any agglutination, or that will not cause any clumping. That's why he can give his blood to everyone, and that's why he is called universal donor. And in the plasma of AB blood group person, there is no antibody, and as there is A and B, both are antigens are present, so it know the A antigen and know the B antigen. That's why both of the antigen are familiar to the person. That's why there is no antibody, or there is no arms to fight, and that's why they can accept all other blood types. So they are called universal recipient. Here you are seeing uh, here is the recipient blood type. If the recipient blood type is O, then it can take blood from only O. But if it receive from A, that will form clump, from B that will also form clump, from AB that will also form clump. But it can give blood to all the blood types, and in the AB it can receive blood from everyone and there is no clumping. That's why AB is called universal recipient and O is called universal donor, because they can donate each and everyone their blood. So we have to know about blood compatibility. That means which blood can stay together and we can transfuse from one another, that will not cause any clumping or that will not cause any clotting the blood. So there is 8 blood types: A plus, A minus, A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, AB positive, AB negative, O positive and O negative. And the blood type A positive can donate blood to A and AB. But it can receive blood from A positive, A negative, O positive and O negative, and such like that. B positive can donate to blood B positive and AB positive, and can receive B positive. Person who have B positive blood type, he can receive from blood from the person who have B positive, B negative, O positive and O negative, because B positive, B antigen is known to him, and B negative there is also B antigen and it is known to him, and O positive there is no antigen and there is this might not any problem cause any problem. O negative there is no antigen, A or B, that's why it will also cause no problem. And such like AB positive can donate to only AB positive, because there is two antigen, A antigen and B antigen, and if AB positive three antigen, you can say three antigen, that's why A antigen, B antigen and RH antigen also, that's why it is AB positive. And if there is three antigen, so it can donate only to AB plus person, because other blood type won't recognize all of the three antigen, because they have not all of the three antigens. But and blood group O negative, he has no antigens, that's why he can give his blood to everyone. As there is no antigen, then it will not cause any problem to anyone. That's why blood group O negative can give blood to everyone, and blood group AB positive, as there is all of the antigen, and it is familiar to all of the antigens, and that's why it can take or receive blood from everyone. Another, you can understand the who can accept blood and who can donate blood to whom. So this is all for today. Thank you all. If there is any queries, know me. Allah Hafiz.